Hey guys, this is Red Dragon May. Sorry about the delay, but you know what time it is. Because when you see this, it's morphin' time. Oh yes, oh yes, it's just so soft and warm. Oh yes, oh yes. Watch my Comic-Con video. All things Power Rangers today because there's a lot that's coming. Other than Dino Fury Season 2 coming to Netflix when it comes out, because Season 1's already on there and you can go check it out. I definitely did, and it was a masterpiece. And so there's more coming in the form of more series and more movies. So might be a little something extra for for some awesome season. Through Entertainment One, which is the newest subsidiary from Hasbro, which by the way, they got that, and they also now have the rights to Death Row Records. But they have that. They got that. Let's see, they got that. So they're doing it as a means to usher in a Power Rangers cinematic universe. Yep. That's right. They want to do it through a means of, I guess they're gonna try to do it like the MCU or the DC Cinematic Universe, where they have the movies, yes, then they have the shows too, like kind of like how Agents of Shield kind of puts it, ties into happens with the MCU sometimes. Well, I haven't finished watching Agents of Shield. I need to finish it. How it does kind of go back to what happens on the MCU. But yeah, they're doing that, and I'm definitely excited and I think it's also a really good idea to do on Netflix. To do it on Netflix, I'm sure everybody's just, considering what's happened in the past year, yeah, that is a pretty solid thing. I'll give you an example. There was the Fear Street series that was supposed to be released theatrically, but due to the pandemic, that got cut short. So they had to just switch it over to Netflix. So yeah, I can definitely see something excellent going with Power Rangers on Netflix. And we already got Dino Fury, Beast Morphers, Ninja Steel, and Mighty Morphin the first 3 seasons. With the rest of Power Rangers, they're slowly putting it on YouTube. That's what I noticed. So that answers my question about, hey, what about the rest of Power Rangers? So that's pretty dope. I'm looking forward to that. I've been hearing a whole bunch about like, oh yeah, there's more. We're gonna do like 5. There's supposed to be like 3 movies or 5 movies, but I know the one they're gonna be doing is set in the 90s. So definitely it's likely gonna be Mighty Morphin again. So like I said in the past, it's the one everybody knows. Not everybody, like myself or you, lovely Power Rangers fan, know all about know the ins and outs of all things Power Rangers. But who's to say it can't be one about maybe traveling back in time, like say like the Time Force, or something about the Shattered Grid series, or something in the adaptation of the Shattered Grid series about Lord Draken, which please do. That would be so cool. Or any of the adaptations of the stories, or any other of the adaptations of the stories in the comics. Because I've been reading the comics. They're amazing. They're fantastic. You gotta remember, Power Rangers has still very successful even after 28 years of being around. Like, yeah, you need to see, there's been like things like this is a sign that Hasbro believes in Power Rangers and is invested in its future. Definitely something that they could definitely see doing. And yeah, Power Rangers still has a lot of competition when it comes to Marvel and DC and Star Wars and every other franchise with the cinematic universe. There seems to be many of them, and Hasbro's already is planning on doing the cinematic universe too. So I would imagine, because I remember talking about this in the past too. I haven't really seen much about it, but at the same time, I can definitely see Power Rangers working as a cinematic universe because there's a lot to work with in the freaking Power Rangers cinematic universe. Like, especially if you did, especially if they were to do an adaptation of the most famous story in Power Rangers, the Green Ranger, and then of course the White Ranger, and then of course like transition into the White Ranger, or do something like the Serpentera, or the Stone Canyon Trio, or it's like, or like their own adaptation like Shattered Grid, like I mentioned before, or the Count of the Destruction. It just there's a huge macrocosm of possibilities. There is just, I don't know, it's just but I feel like a lot of people will, like I always said, I said this way back in like 2015 when I first started the channel, and I mentioned that everybody hasn't like known all the Power Rangers seasons, because I've had conversations with people and they've mentioned that they've only watched from anywhere between the first 3 to the first 6 seasons of Power Rangers, and then just fell off after that because like I don't worry about that anymore. Power Rangers not my thing anymore because like we got all these other superheroes over here. But yeah, I mean, but shoot, this is difficult for me to talk about. It's not as difficult. It's just like it's a little complicated because I feel like it's just. But then again, it's also Netflix, and you're gonna get a lot of love on Netflix, especially when it comes out. But if it comes out, it's fire. Cause yeah, Power Rangers is fire, homie. I'm not gonna lie to you. You're definitely gonna get like. And this is just me talking, cause like you know, it's just like I love Power Rangers. But yeah, I don't know. They probably will try to go that route because they've mentioned that they're gonna, because the fine folks for E1 have mentioned that they're gonna do not only they're not only going to do more, they're gonna do movies, shows, and kids programming, because I could kind of see them like in the same vein, like those hour-long shows, like say any of them like on the CW or like on Netflix with like Cobra Kai and stuff like that, which is coming out in December. I'm definitely watching. There's supposed to be a cameo by Jason David Frank in there, and I want to see it. I want to see it. They're gonna be doing a lot of that. I feel like they're gonna do something like that, and man, there's there's a lot to think about, but they haven't really said it. Nothing really hadn't been truly announced yet. But seeing this news is like, it excites me. It's something special. I can't wait. It's gonna be amazing to see what's to come with Power Rangers. Because again, this is Hasbro investing in Power Rangers' future, and it's just, I cannot wait to see what happens. It's just a whole list of possibilities. But I feel like it's likely gonna be focused on Mighty Morphin, or again, if I think about it just a bit further, they could also be trying to do Power Rangers, but at the same time kind of pay homage to Super Sentai and things like that, or do like had that one episode of Power Rangers Down Thunder when they're watching the episode of Abaranger and kind of take, then they're like, oh, that's different, and it's like, oh, okay. That's actually one of my favorite episodes of Power Rangers, by the way. Because it just got meta. Yeah, a lot of meta jokes. Or just 90s humor or something like that. Or just, you know, I can definitely see how that works. And if it's done in a really fun, entertaining way, yeah, I mean, either way, I'm still gonna watch. Because it's Power Rangers. And me and Power Rangers, represent, baby. Got my love. Adoration. Just need more lightning. I just really want those lightning collection figures. But yeah. But yeah, all in all, nothing except the 1990 set movie's been announced, and so like, you know, it's hopefully it does something great for the newer fans of Power Rangers and the older fans of Power Rangers, like myself and all you guys out there that might be watching. But yeah, it's just like I always say, it's just a wait and see kind of vibe. But that's gonna be it for this video. Make sure you like, subscribe, turn on post notifications to know if I post another video. And I'll see you in the next video because it was Google. Just peace.